I actually was on the SGT report show. Well, as of this morning, or possibly even in the evening, depending on when he releases it. Sean had about an hour-long conversation with him, just about stuff. You know, what's going on, whether it's real estate, Bitcoin, Webbot, silver, all that good stuff. If you're not a subscriber of Sean SGT Bull channel, you would want to be. That's definitely one to be on. You definitely want to be a subscriber. Not because I was on there. I'm just saying he has a great channel. Anyways, right before I decided to do these videos, we just got done playing this game. Watch your mouth. And you put that thing in your mouth and you read a card to your partner on your team. You got to have at least a few people, you know, like a team of two at least, 2 and 2. And you read to your partner in 60 seconds, a little timer, certain things, and they have to guess what you're saying. You know, it's a good family game. If you have, any families out there, kids of all ages, teenage, it doesn't matter. You're going to have a blast. We laughed so hard tonight. Just wanted to throw that out there, a little side thing. It's good family time, you know what I mean? So, I thought we were done with the whole lead poisoning thing. You know, Flint, Michigan, 2 years. They knew about this for 2 years and they did nothing, yada yada. The mayor knew and this one knew and now we're... And I've told you when that story first came out, probably even before that, guys, on your list of stuff you need at your house, silver, precious metals, food storage, weapons to protect your family. And I added the fourth one like 2 years ago. The fourth one, reverse osmosis water system. You must take control of the stuff entering your body. You cannot, under any circumstances, rely on the system. It is failing in many ways, not just water, infrastructure, another oil spill over here, nuclear reactor meltdown. You know what I mean? How many things do we need to see before we say, you know what? Maybe I'll get one of those. How many times is J-Step 4 going to have to come out here and tell my people, who I love very much, guys, do something about this. Don't just say, yeah, you're right, yeah. Do it. They're like $200 on Amazon. 5-stage filter, man. I'm telling you, do something. Guess what? California. Lead poisoning in dozens of California communities. Worse than Flint, Michigan? Zero Hedge has this story covered. California, a state infamous for its environmental protections, right? Good luck getting up, EPA, can't do this, can't do that, gotta have a permit for this. But somehow, that crap's still getting in the water. A state infamous for its environmental protections, including a $65 billion tunnel project being pushed by Governor Jerry Brown so as not to disrupt the habitat of a tiny non-native fish species, may be facing a lead poisoning crisis more severe than Flint, Michigan. According to the blood test data obtained by Reuters, rates of childhood lead poisoning in several California cities surpass those measured in Flint, Michigan, with one Fresno local showing rates nearly showing rates nearly 3 times higher. And again, Flint, Michigan was not good. In fact, in Fresno's downtown 93701 zip code, nearly 14%, 14% of children tested showed lead levels at or above 5 micrograms per deciliter, or is that deciliter? Deciliter of blood. Deciliter. What the? The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention's current threshold for an elevated reading. As the CDC noted, no level of lead exposure is safe. Kind of like nuclear radiation. Oh, but it's so tiny. No, none is better than any, right? Anyways, as CDC noted, no level of lead exposure is safe, but children who test that high warrant an immediate public health response. In all, per the map below, which, can we zoom in on that? Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. All hail Satan. All hail Satan. Play Barack Obama backwards, saying, yes, we can. And you will get all hail Satan. Anyways, little bonus there for you in case you missed Barack. Here's the picture. Lead exposure in the Golden State. More than 10% and 5.1 to 10%. So the two darkest reds, which from the looks of this map, I can't zoom in enough, but I can see it here. There's several of these. 13%, etc. The ones they have circled are the bad ones, okay? So, what does it say here? In all, per the map below, Reuters found at least 29 California neighborhoods where children had elevated lead tests at rates at least as high as in Flint. It's a widespread problem, and we have to get a better idea of where the sources of exposure are, said California Assemblymember Bill Quirk, who chairs the state legislature's Committee on Environmental Safety and Toxic Materials. Well, I don't know, maybe things like fracking and all. Oh, safe. Clean coal. We're going to clean coal. Clean coal. Clean dog crap. Oh, it's safe. Put it on your face. It's good for skin tone. It gets rid of Bill Murray syndrome. Put a little crap on your face. Yeah. Clean crap. It's clean crap. No, it's dog crap. It's crap. Clean coal. Safe fracking. There's no such thing. And what about all the big corporations with the big smokestacks? I'm not talking about power plants that happen to be by the rivers. Well, why do these big companies like that why are they always right on the river? I mean, they don't need to suck the water in, do they, for their operations? Maybe they do. And I'm sure some do. But maybe, just maybe, considering every damn thing you've been told is a lie, is it possible that they're dumping stuff in the rivers and it's getting into our water? Now, I told you when old Snippy and his wife and kids went to Tennessee circa 2013, man, got farming all around me, got little streams right by, which these are man-made streams that led back to the Tennessee River, and these things went for a while. I mean, the old-timers cut those out a long time ago. Oh, this is great. And then I found, you're all planting corn around here. And you're spraying it. Oh, you're planting GMO corn. And then spraying it with Monsanto's poison. So if it rains, and it has, in the area water channels through part of my property, all that crap's getting on my property. Not only that, it's certainly going back to these streams that are man-made right here, that flow back into the Tennessee River. Oh, this is not good, I'm telling myself. This is really bad. Here I am thinking I'm the man out here on 10 acres. Living life, away from everybody. Everybody has acreage around me. It's quiet, it's peaceful, and it was beautiful, and it was all those things. But I'm surrounded by poison. Wow. And when we opened that little restaurant, my boss's smokehouse, that's why I was up there, the health inspector, under no circumstances, listen to me very carefully, under no circumstances are you to ever get any fish or buy any fish from anyone selling it or anything else, catfish, any fish, that come out of that Tennessee River. No way, no how. You cannot sell it. You cannot use it. People cannot consume it. Why not? Too much crap in the water, as in chemicals. No kidding. Yeah, oh yeah. Okay, well, not that we ever did or needed to, but he made it clear, don't do that. Again, what the hell are we doing? We're poisoning everything. And it's not you and me. We're not poisoning stuff. Big corporations, big profits, doesn't matter. Throw that crap in the river. It's just us. We're the only ones doing it. No. All your pals are doing it on every river practically, buddy. Thanks. So anyways, and while elevated lead levels in children was found to be a fairly widespread issue across California, the poorer, quick look surprised, kind of like Flint, Michigan, the poorer regions of the Central Valley, where the majority of California crops are grown, were found to be particularly at risk. In all, Fresno County had nine zip code areas where high levels of lead among children tested were at least as common as in Flint. Again, the other areas had more. The Reuters article in December documented nearly 3,000 locales nationwide with poisoning rates double those found in the Michigan city along the Flint River. The city of Fresno battles high poverty rates and problems with substandard housing, both risk factors for lead exposure. And I'm going to go a step further. Not just because of old houses with old lead paint. It's in the water. Okay, that's what this is about. Some locals who are also concerned with drinking water after unsafe levels of lead were detected in at least 120 Fresno homes last year. Fresno County's lead poisoning prevention program conducts outreach across the city, and a program health educator, Leticia Berber, says exposure remains too common. She expressed surprise at the area's high rate. Quote, "We haven't looked at it that way compared to Flint," she said. You know, Flint's bad. We've never really thought about it that way. That we're as bad and worse in places. Well, thanks, Miss Berber. Of course, California's Public Health Department attempted to downplay the results, saying that comparisons between the state's blood lead testing results and those from other states aren't warranted. It said California tests children deemed most at risk for lead exposure, such as those enrolled in Medicaid or living under older housing. Testing of at-risk children, and not all children, skews California results to higher percentage of children tested showing lead exposure, the state said. But as Reuters points out, testing that targets at-risk children is common across much of the country, not just there. Blood tests can't determine the cause of a child's exposure, but potential sources include crumbling old paint, contaminated soil, tainted drinking water, or other lead hazards. Meanwhile, elevated exposure levels were also found to be a problem in larger neighborhoods surrounding San Fran and Los Angeles as well. Now, San Francisco, super duper liberal, everything else crazy. I want to make sure those guys and girls and transies and all that, don't listen to Jason F4. Don't get a water filter system. Drink it right out of the tap. It's fantastic. You're going to love it. Lead exposure is common in other East Bay areas, including large parts of Oakland and nearby Emeryville and Fremont, the new data shows. In January, Oakland City Council members introduced a resolution that would require property owners to obtain lead inspections and safety certifications before renting or selling houses and apartments built before 1978, when lead paint was banned. Emeryville City Council this month so let me stop. You got a house that's older than 78? Good luck selling it. I'm going to flip it, man. I'm going to get into real estate, man. I went to a convention in Canada, man. 15,000 people showed up. We're all excited, dude. I went and bought as much as I could. Went over to Oakland, got me a house, a couple apartments. Houses to rent out. Can't rent them out because built before 78. Got to do all this, loopholes. And they came and they tested, and yeah, the whole soil is contaminated. It's going to cost me tens of thousands of dollars to get that taken care of to where I can rent. Boy, it's just not looking good for real estate. Everywhere you turn, there's just always something, isn't there? Not amazing. Emeryville's City Council this month proposed an ordinance to require proof that contractors will adhere to Environmental Protection Agency standards, including safe lead paint removal practices before they renovate older housing. Oh, you mean so? Kind of like people, the cheaper roofers take the shingles off, put the new ones on, and then they just dump them somewhere, some wood somewhere. You don't think they would do that with paint, because you're not going to be able to go to a landfill. Hey, I've got some old paint. We know to dump this. Can I pay $10 to, pull up on the scale, sir? Let me see how much you weigh. It's just old paint. Oh, no. Disposal the proper way. Fee for this, fee for that. You got to track it. You got to truck it halfway across the damn country or across the state of California to the nearest place that can do the exposal, sir. What's the average person going to do? What's the average sheep in this country going to do? The average beer drinking, paint scraping dude going to do? Pfft, toss that crap. Get out of my face. Right. Well, I wish him luck. In the Los Angeles area, the prevalence of high blood lead tests reached 5% or above in at least 4 zip codes during 2012. Since August, a sampling of children tested from Los Angeles neighborhoods of Westlake, Koreatown, and Pico Union revealed about 5% with high lead results, said Jeff Sanchez, a public health specialist at Impact Assessment, which helps Los Angeles run its lead poisoning prevention program. The more you look, he said, the more you find. Huh. Perhaps it's time to divert some of those funds allocated to protect endangered fish and bees and whatever to actually help the taxpayers of your state, Mr. Governor Brown, says Zero Hedge. Which, of course, I agree. So I got a question. I love ending my videos with a question for everybody. And I'm going to give you a hint. You don't even have to go search for this. But if you want to, knock yourself out. We got Michigan, problems, lead, California, numerous places too. Those are 2 states, but those are the only 2 ones that have come up right now. Do you think, we throw this out there, bear with me, this is a tough one. Do you think there might be 1 or 2 or 10 or 20, 30 other states that just might have the same problem for the same damn reasons? Old paint, it was used across the country. Lead. Corporations building these crap places on the rivers, polluting the water. Well, everywhere there's water, there's going to be one of these. Rivers and things up. You got one in your state? Good luck. Chances are being polluted. Not only that, fracking, drilling, all this stuff in the water gets down to the water table. I'll end this video again by saying what I have been saying, and I hope you really take it to heart. Get a freaking reverse osmosis water filtration system. They make little cheap $99 3-stage units. Great. But for a couple $100, $189, whatever, Amazon Prime right now, can you get a 5-stage filter? Absolutely. Should you? Yes. I have the skill set to install it myself, just an FYI. Some people may not. It's not that big of a deal, but instructions are there. Just do this, drill a little hole through that. It's not that hard. But sure, you could hire someone to do it if you really wanted to. Hey, can you install this for me? Maybe you know a friend? Yeah, go for it. Get the damn thing in your house. And when you leave the house, should you leave, move, sell, whatever, foreclosed on, take that bastard with you. It's yours. Matter of fact, reverse osmosis lead. Yeah. What does reverse osmosis remove? Oh, that's interesting. purewaterproducts.com, lead. If there's lead in your water, for example, a typical thin film membrane will remove 94 to 96% of it. If your water has a high amount of sodium, the same thin film membrane will remove 90-95% of it. Sodium is not removed by normal filtration. So again, you have to have reverse osmosis. So let's think about that. Oh, it doesn't take 100% out? Oh my God. If these people are above the 5% limit, and that's the scary limit, the EPA, whatever, said, oh, we don't like 5%. Okay. Whatever that little amount is, which is still not safe, wouldn't you feel comfortable knocking 94 to 96% of it out, which would then do what? Sir, you have a phenomenally good-looking blood result. Lead levels, they're not even really register. You're fine. You're completely healthy. Your blood's fine. You're fine. Good deal. That's how that would go. You cannot trust the systems in this place, which are controlled by other people who just don't give a crap. Go to my stupid day job today. We mix this crap in the water. And we do this. Oh, and then we got this guy who doesn't want us to release our scientific report. He's paying my boss off, so we have to keep that quiet. I feel like an asshole going to work every day, keeping this quiet, but it's hard for a man to tell the truth when his job depends upon him not telling the truth and getting bonuses. So when one of these little stories leaks, we hear about it. Flint, Michigan. Oh, California. How many stories haven't leaked yet? How many people haven't been checked yet? Oh, we'll only check the super poor areas. Well, how about the rest of us? How about us taxpayers who are paying for the poor people to get their free tests and everything else? Can you come to my neighborhood and do a little test? I'd appreciate that. Oh, wait a minute. I'm on city water. The whole damn area, county-wide. Mostly, anyway. I mean, there's people out here who have wells, but city folk, we all have the same water. But they filter it, so it's good. They do their thing to it. Oh, but that's right. Pharmaceuticals are getting in the water now. Glyphosate, crap, every little bit here and there. You must take your health into your own hands. And you can start by getting a reverse osmosis water filter. I'm telling you now. At the same time, you could get a um, oh my God, what is it called? Steams the water. Moonshiners, a still distiller. Get a water, same principle. Water distiller. They're cheap. They can make about a gallon of water, and use that for your drinking water. You want to take a bath, brush your teeth with the other crap? That's okay, fine. But drinking water, get one of those, and it comes out. It's going to be hot when it's done. But again, you can put the water, put it in a pitcher, put it in the refrigerator. Done. You don't have to mess with reverse osmosis. Nothing. Just out of curiosity, before I end this, distilled water remove lead. So make sure. I mean, again, it's a good rule of thumb is that distillation is extremely effective in removing contaminants that have a higher boiling point than water. This is the vast majority of contaminants. Whatever. Pros and cons. Oh, hold on. Lead. I see it. Aside from desalinating water, the distillation process will reliably remove bacteria and viruses and dangerous heavy metals like lead, arsenic, and mercury. Distillation. I happen to have a little unit, but I don't use it. That's like my adjacent for emergency thing if I need it. Or when I was used to doing, creating my own colloidal silver, you want pure distilled water if you can help it. That's what you want in the process. I got one. I'm covered. These are not that expensive. You must do this. Take care.